In 355 BC, the Greek philosopher Plato drafted a book which contains the first written reference of Atlantis. While the characters were based on real people, it has yet to be determined whether or not their dialogues were based on actual conversations and events. In Plato's book, Critias goes on to tell the tale of Atlantis, which has been in his family for generations. According to him, the Greek god Poseidon fell in love with a mortal woman who bore his 10 sons. He constructed an island for them to live on and named it for his eldest son, Atlas. They lived in humility for many generations before the Atlanteans built canals for sea trade and became economically powerful. Their power turned into greed, though, and their behavior angered Zeus. He gathered the rest of the gods to discuss appropriate punishment. But Plato's text abruptly ends here. Even though he never finished writing the story of Atlantis, the beginning of his tale foreshadowed an astounding earthquake, which ultimately caused the island to sink. Many hypotheses arose concerning the existence and location of Atlantis. It wasn't until the 1900s archaeologists discovered Akrotiri, an ancient Greek settlement which had been buried and preserved in volcanic ash on the island of Santorini. To their dismay, they found no bodies amongst the rubble. The departed populace were named the Minoans in reference to the Minotaur because of evidence that they sacrificed bulls, a practice which the Atlanteans also took part in. In fact, the archaeologists unearthed many similarities between Atlantis and Akrotiri. They began to wonder if Plato's allegory was based on an actual civilization and if bits of the story had been lost in translation. They concluded the Minoans were an advanced seafaring society much like Plato's own model of Atlantis. Archaeologists infer that volcanic activity incited a series of earthquakes parallel to Plato's description. The tremors alerted the inhabitants of an imminent danger and gave them time to flee. The volcano on Santorini violently erupted and buried the settlement in ash, a natural disaster which could have been interpreted as an act of an angry god. Anything that wasn't entombed by the explosion was destroyed by the subsequent tsunamis, diluting that it sank. So do you think it's possible that Akrotiri is Plato's lost city of Atlantis? The professionals can't rule it out.